All right, so I wanted to create a presentation for renovation loans and using the FHA 203K and the choice renovation product. So I figured this slideshow may be helpful in just kind of unpacking what things actually look like. Now, myself, I've been in this industry now 20 years. This is how you can contact me, both in Northern California, Southern California. Follow me on Instagram. I do share a lot of insights when it comes to looking at things in the market, looking at various loan products and things of that sort as well. This just happens to be one of them. Now, one thing American Pacific Mortgage is, of course, known for is we want to create experiences that matter and we bring people home. Understand the importance of every transaction and work hand in hand with partners in our industry to create timely, professional, and unsurprising closings with the goal of making everybody in the transaction look good in the eyes of the consumer. We're ranked incredibly well as the top 50 places to work as far as top 15 mortgage companies in America. We are a top mortgage lender, we're a top mortgage employer, and we are ranked as the best military lender as well. So what I want to go through is, of course, these two programs, as I mentioned, the FHA 203K and the Conventional Choice Renovation Program. Now, the FHA 203K, that's an FHA product. Now, the FHA 203K product is something that is essentially an FHA home loan, a financing solution that combines the purchase refinance of the home with the cost of the permit and repair. Types could include single-family property, 2 to 4 unit, be a condo, it could be a townhome or a planned unit development, or it could be an REO property. Now, the loan amount is based on the value of the home after improvements. It's maximum 110% after improved value. Up to 6 months PITI could be included in the loan amount. The property is not habitable during rehabilitation. That's for the standard 203K only. Now, loan highlights. The standard 203 FHA guidelines apply. Your maximum purchase loan to value would be 3.5% down or 96.5. Be done on purchase and refinance transactions, requires a minimum 620 credit score. Repairs must start within 30 days and be completed within 6 months. Seller contributions on a purchase can be up to 6%, like an FHA home loan, standard FHA home loan, if you will. Owner occupied primary residences only. And then it does require contractor approval, which requires contractor license, must see liability insurance and bonding, right? 10 to 20% of the repairs can be covered through this. Does need still a contingency reserve though for 10 to 20% that's required. So take for instance, if you request $30,000 for repairs, essentially we need $33,000 to $36,000 for that contingency reserve. Unused contingency reserve will be applied to the principal balance once the repairs are completed. So sample repairs. This could be home additions to the structure for the standard 203K, be a kitchen and bathroom model, finished basement or attic, patios, decks, terraces, roofing, plumbing, electrical, energy efficient home conversion, which would like solar, windows, insulation, new appliances could be included with this as well. And as a streamline is a $5,000 minimum repair amount and a $35,000 maximum, including all costs, which is $30,000 contractor bid, and of course that contingency reserve I referred to earlier. Repairs must start within 30 days and be completed within 6 months. It allows for a maximum of 2 draws, which is your initial and final, which pays for the work. It requires an upfront property inspection for the health and safety of the property itself, and of course making sure those will be taken care of upon the completion of the work. And then properties that require the following work items are not eligible for financing: major rehab, new construction, repair structural damage, repairs requiring detailed drawings or architectural exhibits, landscaping or similar site improvements are not covered with the limited 203K. A standard 203K requires, again, $5,000 minimum repair amount, no maximum. Repairs must start within 30 days, complete within 6 months. Up to 5 draws, no initial draw is allowed. Inspection and title update required prior to each draw, and a 10% holdback is required for each draw. Must have HUD approved 203K fee consultant to ensure program compliance. Initial review prior to appraisal. Consultant fee is approximately $1,000 depending on complexity and number of the units being done through this program. Additional fees, of course, would include supplemental origination fee in the amount of 1.5% of the repairs, or $350, whichever is more. You have inspection fees, you have a work write-up, from the consultant, which ranges from $350 to $1,000, construction management fee of 1.5% of the repairs. Here's the process. 1, the property is identified. 2, our contractor meet the side scope of renovations. 3, contract execute based on 2 or 3K terms. 4, consulting completes the 2 or 3K specification repairs worksheet. Contractor then at number 5 provides limited scope, including any additional requirements from the HUD consultant, right? So this is where we work with the contractor to get some of their documentation as well, like at 9. We have to get the homeowner contractor agreement, licensing, and of course the bid sheet as well with that. Then order their appraisal. 6. 7, appraisal is completed with subject to renovation work completed by the value of the property. Credit file submitted to underwriter. The renovation file submitted to our in-house renovation department. Standard escrow closing process through this part, right? The first 8 steps were all kind of abnormal to most of our closing transactions, but this step is really number 9, where of course escrow starts working with the standard process. The work begins, right? So once we close transaction, the draws and the work of the property after acquisition takes place thereafter. Additional forms, in addition to the standard FHA loan forms, 2 or 3K specification of works worksheet is required. You need the homeowner contractor agreement, complete W-9 for contractor, 2 or 3K borrow acknowledgement, draw request, and contractor profile approval form. For the choice renovation, a little bit different. So Ready Mac product, conventional loan, and it's a financing solution that combines the purchase or refinance of the home with cost of improvement. So this would be single family property, 2 to 4 units could be included with that. It could be a townhome, condo, or EO. Now the loan amount is based on the total acquisition costs, like the FHA, or the completed appraisal value, just like the FHA. And the maximum of that's 95 to 97% versus your 96.5. So it's essentially 3 to 5% down. To this is there is a one-time close option, meaning you don't have to refinance when it's done. It could be a one-time close, meaning it just converts over to a 30-year fix. Now goes up to 95% on completed value, similar to the FHA loan limits, right? And then we have seller concessions on this one, only up to 3%. Now, any type of renovation or repair eligible must be permanently affixed to the property. And again, this would include single-family properties. This could be a second home. This could be an investment property. It could be a condo, townhome. Manufactured housing is allowed as long as it's tied to the property. And it's owner occupied. Minimum down payments 5%. If it's an investment, we say 15%, but in most cases it's 20% down. That's the benefit for realtors on this is, of course, more opportunities to list and sell properties. You can attract more clients with this. Realtor commissions paid at closing. Seller does not need to make any repairs to get a property ready for listing and sale. Then, of course, it's ideal, as we know, for buyers who want to buy a specific location but are not finding exactly what they want. They can then remodel that property to suit their needs. And then, of course, we can lend on your improved value, which is incredibly helpful for a lot of our buyers. So if you have any questions on anything that we went over here, shoot me a message, hit me up on Instagram or shoot me an email. Always here to help. But really hoping that this did help, kind of answer a lot of questions when it comes to that 2 to 3K product.